Hello everyone, welcome to the daily current affair analysis series of GK Today. Today's topic of discussion is Indian government issued an advisory for Indian nationals amid Ukraine crisis. So now let's start the video. Recently, Indian government issued an advisory for Indian nationals in Ukraine on leaving Ukraine. Government urges its nationals to consider leaving the country temporarily. On the other hand, Indian embassy in Kyiv also issued a formal statement asking students, particularly who stay is not essential, to consider leaving temporarily. The embassy of India in Kyiv further requests the Indian nationals to keep the embassy informed about the status of their presence in Ukraine to enable the embassy to reach out to them whenever required. For your information, let me tell you that this advisory comes as amid rising tensions and probability of a Russian invasion over Ukraine. While the Indian embassy in Ukraine, though, continues to function normally to provide all services to Indian nationals in Ukraine. On the other hand, United States on February 11, 2022 asked its citizens in Ukraine to leave the country within the next 24 to 48 hours, amid growing concerns of a Russian invasion over Ukraine. Apart from India and the US, several other countries are cutting their diplomatic staffs in Ukraine and have urged their citizens to leave the country, including Germany, UK, Canada, Australia, Italy, Japan, Israel, Slovenia, Norway, Luxembourg, and Belgium. Now we will understand what was the matter behind this tension. The conflict between the two neighboring nations, that is Russia and Ukraine, started in the year 2013 when a decision by Kremlin-leaning Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych to reject an association agreement with the European Union in favor of closer ties with Moscow led to mass protests that saw him removed as the leader in 2014. Following the unrest in Ukraine, the Russian troops took control of the Crimean Peninsula from the neighboring country in 2014 and subsequently annexed the region as its past by holding a local referendum. In 2017, Ukraine and the European Union signed an agreement for opening markets for free trade of goods and services, along with visa-free travel for Ukrainians across EU nations. Threatened by Ukraine-EU ties, Russia started to mass thousands of military personnel and equipment near its border with the neighboring nation. So now the question is, what does Russia want with Ukraine? Russia sees NATO's support to Ukraine as a threat to itself, and that's why Moscow is against Kyiv joining the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that is NATO. However, Russia has categorically denied any plans to invade Ukraine. But talking about the recent situation, an estimate 1 lakh Russian troops have been reportedly deployed at the Ukraine's border, and a reported 30,000 more are engaged in exercises in Belarus close to its 1,084-kilometer border with Ukraine. The United Nations and NATO have called the military movement around the border unusual. So that's all for the update. Thanks for watching.